What's up, RJ? We're gonna play some Notepad. Just kidding, City Skylines. So, I don't know why, if it's just because I have shit Comcast and can't stream, but the stream was super choppy. It wasn't just like your typical lag, it was like, it would fucking pause for like 10 seconds at a time, and then it would just teleport through time. So it's just like, it's stupid. So what I'm gonna do is load up another fucking new game for you. No, I think right now my favorite map is Two Rivers. Favorite, yeah, map. So pretty much all it is just change the geographical layout. It doesn't really matter. It probably will matter in multiplayer though, depending on how you want to set up your neighboring cities. We'll get to that if you even want to play. But I just wanted to throw up a quick recording here just so you can kind of see what this game's all about. Or at least some of what this game's about. So I'll probably have to go out to the kitchen and get my eggs partway through the recording. But what do you care? You can just skip through, Dad. This will, I guess, will also be a good test to make sure my mic audio is not too high, my desktop audio is not too high. So, I'm not real good with, I'm going to go ahead and pause right away here. Not that it matters, because right here you see your total money and how much you're earning or losing per week. So, here's your basic city layout. You got your city limits here. Alright, let's see. Fuck off. You got the main interstate highway that comes in, that brings your people in from the country. Got railroads too, but we're not lucky enough to have any railroads in our city. So if we're doing multiplayer, if you were to join this scenario, your city could even be like right here, right next to it or something. It's hard to say, but it's really cool in regards to that. So you got your main interstate highways. They come into little sections here. You're welcome for that. So first order of business, of course, is to put in some roads. You need people, right? So since we're just level 1, we haven't unlocked anything really at all. Now you unlock things based on your city's population, which is pretty cool. So we're just going to build into there. Now you want to do both of them because I said so. No, because you're going to want they can only come in on one side and leave on one side, so as you can imagine, it's kind of important to have both. You can let people in, but you can never leave. You got your little Twitter up here. It's it's what your citizens are talking about, as it says there. The game is actually really good at giving you tips on how to get through it. So I don't think I'm going to cover too much in terms of how to the basics of how to play. I will give you some insight here. These blue lines on the screen here tell you where things line up with each other. So these ones are really useful. So we'll start out this way and we'll go to here. Sure, it's actually in kind of a shitty spot. The next dot will make it so that your zones line up perfectly, so there's no space in between them. As you can see on the corners there, they line up perfectly. So what you basically want to do is maximize the efficiency of your land usage. So you don't want to put in a bunch of shit and then have gaps in between, because it has to have these squares for people to be able to build in that section. You can change, you can make it fill, or you can make it this rectangular shape. I'm going to do it so I'm only 3 away from the highway, because if I remember correctly, I don't know that zones affect it, but I know if you were to build a hospital or something too close to the highway, you either have to destroy the hospital to upgrade the highway or just not upgrade the highway. It's a real pain in the fucking ass. So once you get far enough in the game, you can actually look at the direction of the wind and shit, all kind of stuff. See, one nice thing about this map is so the darker is the better wind. Now what's nice about this one is I didn't realize this until halfway through the last game. This whole ridge along here is dark, so the whole ridge is good for fucking wind power, and it's great. So that's probably what I'm going to do, is actually just build it all down here along this shore. So we'll just put one in for now. We'll go ahead and do both utilities at the same time. River's flowing the same way as it was before, so we can just kind of put that. You gotta pay attention to where you're putting your drain pipe, because if you put your drain pipe upstream from your water inlet, basically what you'll do is you'll pump in the shit water from the river back into your town and deliver shit water to everybody's house, and they'll be really happy about that, trust me. So the neat thing about pipes in this game is, I'll zoom in here, it has both pipes, one for water and one for sewage. So you can actually just hook your pipes all together like that. So now we have a closed loop. So what we need to do is bring this down to our city. And of course the shadow is where it's going to supply water to. Same deal with it, you want to maximize your efficiency, so you don't want it to overlap, or else you're basically building more pipe than you have to by a small margin. See, that one's not quite close enough. And it will snap things to 90 degrees, or like 180, or 270, which I guess is also just 90, whatever. But it does snap things nicely, which is nice. Now we're going to need to build our power lines. I'm going to get out of this funky view. Oh, maybe we can see the wind direction. Maybe it won't tell us the actual way it's going, though. Because wind direction, water direction, it all matters. So you can see like the arrows, which way the water flows. Wind matters because if you were to build like a coal power plant, you wouldn't want its pollution blowing onto your citizens, because they get pissed. Your property value plummets, you earn less tax money, your city goes under, and you fail the game. Do a little bit of traffic management here. We'll make a guy there, and we'll make a guy here. It just makes it a little bit faster if they're not going, so they don't have to get the whole way around. It does help with your traffic. Yeah, I don't know why it's all fucked up like that. I guess we're gonna have to live with a crooked section right there, but we can make this. No, I don't know. We haven't unlocked the high density, so whoops. So that's alright. I don't think it costs anything to zone something, which it really shouldn't. Well, wait a second here. We don't want to do it. We'll cancel that back out. All right. I'm probably gonna save this bottom strip here for commercial. They will eventually want commercial. Right now they just want residential, which is expectable. This is reserved for industrial, basically. Let's do that, make it a little bit easier to get around, I guess. Go ahead and extend this out too. See, that one came off nicely. I don't understand what happened right there with that one. Maybe it might be a terrain glitch, who knows. But as you can see though, it done goofs your zones up. Like, as you can see now, I have this like uneven shit right here. Whoops. It might still put people there, but you don't want any of that, basically. So I think I'm going to sneak in. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I got to get power in there somehow. What I want to do is try to sneak it in from here. I think it's going to let me too, which is nice. Which is sweet, because now what I can do is just put this power lines in between not want to affect any zones because people won't build where power lines are, I don't think, which is pain. So now we have our utilities set up for our current level. Go ahead and unpause the game. Nice. And what we're going to do, first order of business, is to turn water down, because it is expensive. You do, I think, get bonuses for doing green energy. One bonus, even if it's not necessarily you don't really get necessarily. I don't know how to say this, but one of the biggest advantages to doing green energy is there's no pollution, so you don't gotta worry. Like, I don't gotta worry about the direction of the wind. You know, it's coal power plant. I don't gotta buy ores from a city to run my coal power plant, because that's a thing. It can get real complicated. I didn't pay attention to the ores on this map. Some maps have better ores than other maps. Usually I think it's the mountainous maps have the good ore supply. So, pretty sure that hits. So power is kind of nifty. When you're doing power lines, you don't have to connect it to the actual power plant as long as it's inside the blue circle. So since these two utility buildings here are close enough, I don't even have to put power lines to them. And it works the same way as residential stuff. As you can see, it's close but no cigar, I guess, to the power lines. So what we can do is just do that. Now everything in there should get power. That'll take a couple seconds for it to load up. So basically the actual power grid is underground, which is nice. So you just gotta get your power to the developed areas, and it'll take care of itself. This icon, I think, just means it's not hooked up to anything, which I don't know why that matters. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty detailed game too. I mean, you can hear the noise and shit from the people, everything. You can find people. That's not a person. Thought it was. You can click on the households. Oh, look at that. 6 adults, 4 children. 10 dumb people in this house. Because there's no schools or anything. You can even look at their traffic route for that house, which is actually, I didn't know you could do that. So this house is nice because it's equal distant either way. They probably just get off there and walk, I think. But yeah, there's all kind of. Oh, this is actually fucking awesome. Can I get? Oh, okay, we'll put stop signs here. I didn't know you could do this, but this is awesome if it works the way I think it does. Might actually just make these ones traffic lights. And then I'll make these ones traffic lights. So I didn't even know you could do traffic management on this. This is new to me. That is actually awesome. So you can actually set it up to make your traffic most efficient by putting stop signs in places that freaking make sense. So obviously the outside road, you don't want it to have any stop signs, so someone comes in, they can get to where they need to be quickly. But going home, they'll have to run through stop signs and stuff, but I think that's a lot more reasonable. Oh, I forgot to zone the industrial, so that's always good. So now we got citizens. We're still losing money. So we'll go ahead and do it like this. I'm going to continue these roads here just like this for shits and giggles. Just so I don't mess up my zoning. I'm going to continue with staying 3 off of the thing. You can actually have too much industry and we might see it. I placed a whole shitload. It'll put like little construction worker icons on stuff, similarly to how this thing here is bubbling. And what that means is that they're looking for employees. I think you can actually click on businesses the same way you can houses. Like you can see the people that live in there. I think here you can see, yeah, so this place has a total of 16 worker positions, but nobody's hired yet. Same deal here, a box factory. That's pretty cool. A goods factory, you know. Freshly built stuff. Nobody's working there yet. You know, 16 jobs available. So you can eventually get to the point where you'll have more jobs than you do citizens, which probably isn't a bad problem to have, as long as it's not grossly insane difference. But you're just gonna have to deal. I'm gonna have to cut this, I think, 16 minutes, but I need to go get my eggs. So I'm gonna pause. You can also speed it up. And I think the red lights on those two streets was a good idea, because you can actually watch the traffic and you can see how people drive. So a bunch of people are turning left here, so having the red light gives them the, you know, good opportunity to get there. It's actually pretty neat stuff. So they want more commercial businesses, so we can do that real quick. Extend this out some. I went too far. Let's go too far on both of them, I guess. And again. So now, see, it's weird whenever I'm out here, because of the way I did it. So the bubbles don't always line up. They should line up now. They don't. These ones are one off. Whatever. So we'll make more commercial businesses. Now this would be like your office space. Things like that. Which is obviously important. You need offices. You gotta have banks, man. Corner shops. So convenience stores, I guess, are considered commercial. Yeah. General stores. That might be industrial. You got your drugstore. Everybody needs drugs. Convenience store. Neighborhood shop. They might need water, actually. They don't. Electricity should be good. This city is actually turning out a lot better than the other one already. Now, see, my budget's positive now, so that's good. So really, I could just sit here and stagnate and let it go. Let it go ham. I don't even. So as your population builds is when stuff unlocks, which is good. I think I am going to increase the budget for utilities a little bit, though. I'm not sure what the capacities are at, so I don't know if we can type it. We can't. Set it to around 75-ish. Electricity is good. You can actually over budget stuff too. I think when you over budget stuff, it improves it, but not as efficiently. So you're kind of spending extra money and not getting quite as much. So I'm gonna pause, go get my eggs. I'll be right back. Alright, Low Gang, we're back. Continue playing here a little bit. Dab dab. So I'm at 343 populations. You see here, I think 420 Blaze It is whenever you unlock the next tier of stuff. We're almost there. So as you go, you unlock new responsibilities, basically. Only children can attend elementary school. Debatable, but okay. So it looks like we're running short on electricity and workers, apparently. So what we'll go ahead and do is build a second electrical power plant. Yeah, she says it's an excellent choice, but what she doesn't realize is it's fucking expensive. So yeah, I mean, you don't have pollution with green energy. If you're in a windy area, it's easy to do. But compared to how much it costs to build versus how much energy it outputs, it is fucking pathetic. So I'm debating where to put the school at. It'll fit nicely here. Oh, it's $10,000. Holy shit, fuck. What am I gonna put right here, I think. So what that'll do, so all the households that have children's can take a load off and send their kids to school, have a little bit of a break for the day. And as with everything, you can budget it. So, as it says there, high budget can teach more students, you know. Water, sewage, and heating work more efficiently with more funding. So maybe if you overfund, it does actually neat. We're going to change the name of this one. What? Oh, that's cool. So you can choose like how big your roads are now by doing adjust road. Oh, let me out of this. Oh, we're gonna need a landfill, so we'll go ahead and do that, I guess. We'll put it on the corner here. I don't want to hit the power lines. I'll rotate this thing. Oh, what? Well, that's cool. So R and F go up and down. We're gonna undo this. That first, because now I'll rotate it so it fits nicely. People don't like to live near dumps, so they like having dumps though, so they can take their garbage out and throw it away, but it decreases land value if it's near residential, so you don't want to put it near residential. You want to make sure it's like out by your industrial or somewhere. Looks like we have more than enough jobs for the population, so we need to do some expanding there. We'll actually rezone this here in a minute. I think they line up pretty well, actually. So what I might actually do is bring this down some right here. And take it this way. Take this one this way. Now. I don't know why it's doing that. I did that last time too. Changes zoning. Apparently you gotta delete zones before you can make them, so that's kind of actually pretty neat. I couldn't remember. So you can just kind of pay attention to your circle and it'll tell you It's a lot more convenient if your roads go from end to end. Like, yeah, it'd be more efficient if you only took it as far as you had to. But it makes it a pain in the ass to do traffic management, so it's kind of a give or take situation in that regard. We should probably install a medical clinic somewhere too. Put it right off the main. Oh, see, I fucked up. I believe you can move buildings, so we're gonna take us down some. Because I put it too close to the dang on main highway, which is not good. So, yeah. You do not want to put buildings too close to the main dang on highway. So there's that. We're gonna continue our little thing there. Every other guy gets a guy. Dab. I need to Google something real quick. Whatever. The internet was no use. Okay. Putting the power lines in there might actually prove to be a problem. Since everything's connected though, it might not matter. Oh wow, I'm bored. So we're getting short on power again. Excuse me. Not sure that actually works on. Apparently so. What? You shouldn't get vaccines, they cause autism. Oh, shit. This fucking sucks. Well, at least I have $26,000. Because now, look. We'll unlock the fire department and police department. Which means we're going to have to put it, we're going to have to build them. Yeah, because this game's an asshole. Look at that, it's 5 cents per building for smoke detectors. Definitely worth. I'm gonna try and figure out, oh, okay, I think that'll be under policies, so we'll go ahead and do this. Make everybody a little bit safer. There we go, see, they're already happy because it saved their kitty cat. Relatable. Add another power plant. That's nice. I am going to go ahead and get these power lines. I hope I'll be able to upgrade it now. Alright. See? Slope too steep. I don't know, maybe I have to bulldoze the road first. You do, you gotta bulldoze the road first. What a pain. Sure if we'll be able to do it on the other side too or not. I'll try it. Slope too steep. Space already occupied. Fuck your businesses, I guess. Slope too steep. This guy here. Yeah. Yay, we don't have a road now. Assholes. I don't know how this is gonna work trying to connect these two together. Get all messed up. Whatever, I'm not gonna worry about that for now. But now that I am upgraded to a high density road, I'm gonna go ahead and actually put the, I don't have enough money, so we're not gonna do that, I guess. We're gonna just go ahead and play. Let these businesses rebuild. See, now I apparently fucked up on the industrial side. I didn't even notice, but that's why I kept them away on the residential side. Now I am going to have to rebuild these power lines. Actually, I don't even think I had to, because it looked like it stretched across here anyway. But that worked out pretty well, actually. But yeah, that's like I was saying, it destroys your stuff there, so I didn't have very much industrial to begin with, so a little bit of it getting destroyed was actually a pretty big deal. So, well, this actually tells you what's the next milestone, 1300. Now let's see, we don't really, I don't know that we unlock, no, we just unlock parks and stuff, which is fine. Bus depot. See, now that's cemetery. Cemeteries are bullshit because they do a little more than just take up space in this game, and it's kind of bullshit. So anyhow, I'd like to add a fire station. Not enough money is 12,000. Good. Should probably add an intersection here. Possible. Yes, and it was only $300. What did this guy say? Yeah, they like smoke detectors. They like clean energy. That's just nothing. I like the smoke detectors. Oh my goodness. I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna quit fucking answering. She's a fucking bitch. Oh my god. Alright, we've been playing for about an hour, so we're gonna end this stream or video, whatever the fuck it's called. You can kind of see how the game goes. I'm not doing too hot. I've only been half paying attention. What is this, guy? What is this icon? Not enough educated workers. Interesting. So we need a high school. Can't afford it though. They're expensive. The demand for industry is up a little bit, so we can do that. Alright, that's right, those roads are expensive as fuck. Okay. Can zone this now, I guess. I'd also like to move this. Not enough money to relocate it, that's bullshit. I can't remember how I got in there. To modify traffic. Junctions, there we go. Alright. Something like that anyhow. Alright, we're gonna call that quits for this first video, I guess. I'll have to trim the video at least a little bit. Cut out some egg making time, cut out some audio. It'll be good. So, hope that was enough to give you a little bit of an insight of the game anyhow. As you can see, it gets more complicated the more you progress. We're at a pretty comfortable pace.